Begin with the effort to find a new use for an old coal-fired power plant here in the two Virginias. The AEP power plant on the banks of the New River in Giles County was closed 9 years ago. Now, as our Robert Castillo explains, the Appalachian Regional Commission is putting up $200,000 for a study to repurpose that facility.
The fate of this old power plant is the focus of a study into its future usefulness to this region. A grant submitted by Giles County to the Appalachian Regional Commission was recently given a green light. County Administrator Chris McLarney says Appalachian Power still owns the building, but says AEP has agreed to hand the property over to the county if the study reveals the path to a new, beneficial future for the facility.
The repurposing study would actually look at the structural components of the building. Obviously, there's parts of the building that have to come down, and that stacks, and some of the environmental and pollution control equipment. And so the study would determine if structurally that can happen.
McLarney says the county is particularly interested in saving the brick portion of the building. However, he says if the study shows no signs of a new purpose for the building, they would still be interested in the land for future development.
It's located, obviously, 10 minutes from Interstate 77, right next to U.S. Route 460, four-lane arterial highway. It has tremendous potential in terms of utilities. There's a substation on site.
McLarney adds this plant first opened when Woodrow Wilson was president back in 1919 and was in service for the next 95 years, closing in 2015. New federal regulations from the Environmental Protection Agency forced its closure, putting about 90 people out of their jobs. Glen Lynn's mayor, Howard Spencer, says the plant's closure opened a hole in the town's budget because it lost a substantial amount of property taxes.
We were getting somewhere in the neighborhood of $230,000 a year. It dropped down to, the first year was about 30-some thousand in 2014. So it's impacted greatly the ability to operate the town.
Leaders are hopeful new purpose can be found in the old power plant, but instead of generating power, right now it's emitting hope for something positively productive in the corner of the two Virginias. Here for you in Glen Lynn, I'm Robert Castillo, WVVA News.
Thank you for that report, Robert. Leaders there in Giles County expect the study will take several months to complete. We'll continue to follow developments with this story. Now we turn to Mercer.